My boyfriend's childhood best friend found out I was severely allergic to cilantro, so she secretly poured cilantro extract into every single dish at the dinner party. Almost immediately after taking a bite, a fiery rash exploded across my skin. Panic setting in, I shoved my hand into my pocket, pulled out my small pill box, and threw a tablet into my mouth. But a second later, the blood drained from my face. The antihistamine my lifeline had been swapped out for a strawberry gummy. Seeing my face swell and turn a mottled red, my boyfriend's best friend erupted into laughter. I snapped my head toward my boyfriend, gasping hard, my chest tight. "Valentine," I wheezed. "If you don't give me the pills right now, I'm actually going to die." Valentine just frowned, a flicker of annoyance crossing his features. "Do you really have to play the fragile little princess all the time? I've never heard of anyone dying from a damn herb. Chloe is right. You're just putting on a show. It's pathetic." I realized then that arguing was useless. With trembling fingers, I reached for the panic button hidden in my necklace and pressed it hard. Valentine caught the movement. His eyes narrowed slightly. "What did you just press? Don't tell me you're calling the cops over a stupid prank." He reached out and yanked the small bear pendant right off my neck. He inspected it for a moment, turning it over in his hand. Finding nothing obviously electronic about it, he scoffed, tossed it onto the floor, and crushed it under his heel. I reached out, trying to grab the broken pieces, but my throat was already closing up. My movements were becoming sluggish, heavy. "I'm having an anaphylactic reaction," I gasped out, my voice raspy. "Please, give me the medicine." Chloe crossed her arms, watching me with an amused smirk, completely unbothered. "Are you really in that much pain, Lady Stacy? Or are you just trying to steal Valentine's attention again? I mean, it's one thing when you make up excuses to monopolize him on a normal day, but today is his birthday. Could you stop being such a buzzkill for 5 minutes?" It felt like invisible hands were wrapping tightly around my windpipe. I stared at Chloe, entirely helpless. No tiara, but all the princess syndrome. "Does it physically hurt you if Valentine doesn't revolve his entire universe around you for one day? So now you're faking a severe allergy just to get him to pity you?" A few of Valentine's friends chuckled, the sound ugly and mocking in the private dining room. "I really am allergic to cilantro," I forced out, my voice tearing into a raw, desperate scream. "Give me the medicine." The room fell silent for a single heartbeat. Then, a wave of uproarious, mocking laughter crashed over me. Among all the jeers, Chloe's voice was the loudest, dripping with pure venom. "Ha ha ha, you're really committing to the bit, aren't you? This performance belongs in an acting masterclass. Valentine, don't tell me you're actually falling for this." Before Valentine could even open his mouth, his frat brothers chimed in. "Oh man, if you start babying her now, you're doomed for life. Bro, you aren't really whipped by this drama queen, are you? You can't indulge this kind of toxic behavior." Spurred on by his friend's taunts, any hesitation Valentine might have felt vanished completely. He tilted his head back, looking down his nose at me. "Who says I'm babying her? Frankly, I think we let her off too easy." He lightly nudged my leg with his foot. "Drop the act, Stacy. Seriously, one more second of this and I'm actually going to be pissed." When I couldn't respond, a flicker of doubt finally crossed his face. He started to lean forward, but Chloe immediately grabbed his arm. "I told you she was a good actress. You almost bought it. Who turns purple from an allergy anyway?" I struggled to lift my head, forcing the words through a throat that felt like it was packed with wet sand. "The pills, please." Before I could finish, Chloe shoved my head back down. She slapped my cheek hard, twice. My face, already swollen, burned a violent red. "Is this what you want?" She pulled a small familiar plastic bottle from her pocket, tipped the little white pills into her palm, and tossed them lightly in the air, taunting me. My eyes tracked the pills like they were my only salvation. "Give them to me." My breathing was shallow and erratic. I used every ounce of strength I had left to reach for her hand. But just as my fingers grazed the plastic, Chloe snatched her hand back and danced out of reach.